Got that heat.
I just wanna be great. Smoking this kush to the face. We got the six in the place. Them niggas know how we play. I'm just out here trying to make a way. I pray I see another day. Bro got caught up in the system again. I'm praying that he be the case.
Porzingis and McGee will jump it up. And the Lakers control the tip. James on the lob, and Davis on the throwdown.
You just said it, Ryan. It'll be the toughest tandem to cover in the league combined. You've got one of the greatest passers in the history of the game in LeBron with a target like that.
That's a pretty good combo, too. Luka Doncic averaging 25 points, just under 9 rebounds, 6 assists to begin the year. And a nifty move there, midair, goes backboard. Dallas got key stops down the stretch of a nice win against Denver on Tuesday night in Denver. Porzingis, oh! That was a pretty breakdown and a silky smooth delivery.
On that, because he's confident pulling the trigger.
7 points thus far for Powell as Davis squeezes in a jumper.
You can see what they're doing with Anthony Davis.
He really broke out a couple of seasons ago, the 16-17 season. Doncic didn't quite have his footing. Does have Porzingis for 2 and the foul. James flings a pass stolen by Curry. Doncic and Porzingis, and it's Doncic who lays it in.
Plus he had the dribble, like he just rushed.
James fading away. No. Davis on the offensive glass lays it in.
Okay,
I'm not trying to be super pro.
Okay, but as
for you, I do. I think it was. I think it was the right call.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Split jury.
Yeah.
James glides in for 2. Loose ball foul on Marjanovic. James along 2 is good.
Get him underneath the hoop.
7'4", 290 can do a lot. So can that body. LeBron James muscling inside for the leg. James on the attack, had the angle and able to muscle in the finish.
You see why a good percentage of his shots come from right there.
Porzingis back in as the mismatch. Tried to take advantage, could not. Luka Doncic back in as well. Anthony Davis is certainly back on the floor and soaring for the finish. Davis facing up, barreling in, and throwing it down with authority. Doncic on the breakdown, and now the highlight show is on.
Oh, my goodness.
Marjanovic thought about it. Porzingis will pull and hit. And Frank Vogel very upset with the rotation there from his defense. Frank Vogel pointed out in regard to the defense's success thus far, saying LeBron James having that middle linebacker as a vocal communicator.
Want to get it some run. It's similar to the death lineup that Golden State employed.
Porzingis banks it in off the inbound. That death lineup, of course, had Draymond Green at the 5. James, too easy. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for LeBron James. Doncic, you bet!
He's had to check any number of different types of bodies. At one point, he was checking Finney Smith. He checked Jalen Brunson.
James cans the 3.
You got to be there on the catch with Seth.
44 as James answers.
6'10", 7 feet as you're trying to make a layup. Good luck.
Lob to the rim, Porzingis plus the foul. And certainly plenty of Lakers fans in the building as Doncic answers. Doncic now with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. LeBron with 20, 10 assists and 5 boards. James, he got it! LeBron James is locked in. Just incredible. James, 23 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds as Doncic makes it rain.
Is mixing pace and feel and fakes.
Size, strength, IQ, and that bucket right there.
I'm just going to outrun you with my incredible athleticism.
21 for Luka as Caruso contributes with a finger roll.
Earlier tonight, before this game started, he thought it had a chance to be down the wire and special.
Feels that way as Kleba buries a three on assist number 10 from Luka. 10th career triple-double, extending the record for most before a player's 21st birthday. And now Dallas has it humming on this end. Yes, thank you for clarifying. Doncic, no look. Hardaway Jr., why not? Gets it back. Here comes James. James running the break, the pirouette, and the finish.
Outstanding no call. Sometimes that is worn completely on Steve Kerr's face.
Oh, the total change from what he's been dealing with. James got it out to Caldwell Pope. Caruso! Oh, you didn't know he had that in his bag, did you? Out. Wanted the violation, and they may have had a case. Kuzma's runner is good, and Rick Carlisle will take a timeout. Doncic lobs it, and Kleba oops the alley. A career high 13 assists for Luka Doncic. Here comes James. James motoring, missed it. Davis didn't. Doncic to the rim, couldn't reverse it in. James' 9th rebound. Green, a three to tie. He got it. Here is Davis working on Powell. Anthony Davis. Oh, that was too easy. Porzingis lost it again, and this time James controls it. James all the way in for the slam. LeBron James has put the Lakers in front. He's on the Harden track.
Yes.
Davis to the hook. He gets the roll. Feathery touch.
Well, you've seen everything.
Bradley frantically communicating the defense. Doncic lobs it, and Powell finishes. Davis has to flag it down. Here is Davis. Facing up, step back jumper is good. Anthony Davis can do it all. Luka using the Powell screen, a hesitation, the drive, kick, three, got it! Finney-Smith gives Dallas the lead. Guarded by Finney-Smith. Now double. Bradley's jumper is off. Rebound Doncic. Dallas controls. Lakers need to foul. They have to foul. They still haven't, and finally do.
Just like it was Dorian Finney-Smith getting the look for Dallas.
A huge miss from Powell, just to make it a three-point game. He got it. Timeout Los Angeles. Here is Bradley. James. James going to the rim, kicks to the corner. Green, a three to tie. He got it! We have overtime! A beautiful play to set up Finney-Smith for the go-ahead three as the Mavericks turn it over there. Here is James threading the needle to Davis for the finish. Now 6 of 15. James finishes, and the foul. I think that's very fair on your part. Doncic, he got it. Davis going to work, spinning and finishing.
So is Anthony Davis.
Get it back into the arms of Luka. James isolating against Doncic. A bomb. You bet! LeBron James is delivering. He's got 36, 16, and 11. James splits the D. Look out! James. The Lakers outlast the Mavericks 119-110 in overtime in a sensational show here on Friday Night Hoops on ESPN.
They're one of only 5 teams in the West with a winning road mark. They've won 6 out of 7, and they've climbed to 5th in the West. And the Lakers, wearing their Sunday whites on this afternoon, have control of it.
But big time effort by JaVale.
Danny Green moving in, the floater, the runner is nothing but net, and the Lakers are on the board with Danny Green. Doncic, it's KCP on him to start the game. Look at LeBron, took it right away from Kristaps, LBJ!
LeBron is active today. Disrupted that, and then I think got a handle in the second attempt.
Doncic tied his career high 42 in the win the other night. It's kicked out to Finney-Smith, and LeBron has the rebound.
Nice challenge on that shot by Anthony Davis.
Good play by Davis. Boy, he just sealed off that time and got the delivery. Finney-Smith misses a 3. Hit a 3 just a moment ago. LeBron with some steam. Here he comes, spinning all the way to score. Out of Stanford. We're exactly halfway through this first quarter, and the Lakers, flexing their muscles, lead it 15-7 at the front of the rim. And Doncic, wearing number 77, has control of it. He'll stop and pop from 3 and knock it down. Luka Doncic.
He'll run by the Mavericks, and it's a 2-point game.
And they've won 6 out of 7. And Anthony Davis answers back. Doncic with now AD on him. That's a two-handed pass, and the Lakers read it well too. Danny Green was there. Kuzma, now LeBron all the way, glides in for the backhand layup. Knight will back it up with Kuzma, his former teammate, in front of him. Now he'll switch back off to Porzingis. In very deep, and he shoots over Kuzma for 2. Play in the quarter. Lakers lead by 7. They led by as many as 10. Now AD bumping and grinding with Doncic, and he scores. Comes up short. He starts 1 for 4 from the floor. 3rd leading scorer in the league. Luka, count it, foul. He'll get an and 1. The chance for the break. Get the handle, it's AD. The big fella out of the backcourt. Good bounce to Caruso! The Caruso on a great feed from AD.
Read the defense perfectly that time. He wanted to go back to AD, but nobody came to help, so he just lays it in himself.
Right, he's in the key. Now to Powell, score it, and the 1. DeLon Wright fooling around with it. Now he'll shoot it up and bank it in. DeLon Wright, 8-0 run now for Dallas. Lakers with 11 assists so far. Dallas with just 5, and Kyle Kuzma's on the board.
Thinking about all the work that you've had to do your entire life to get to this point, to be an MVP. You look out there, LeBron James has 4 of them. Does that put it in perspective for you, just thinking what something like that's done?
And he was stunned for a minute, couldn't even react to get the ball.
LeBron again, spinning and scoring. 39-34. Now DeLon Wright with the dribble. So Rajon Rondo got a little blood. He may have to stop the game here any moment for that.
LeBron, or else he's going to get a real easy hoop.
Jackson, boy, he's come on and shot the basketball well. In fact, he hasn't missed. It back out for Curry. On its way. Dips in, comes out. Rebound Mavericks. They've got an offensive rebound. Curry hits it, and Dallas has the lead again. Rondo, Rajon with 7 to shoot. Rondo with the Lakers. Lob under to Howard with the left hand. Above the rim and tap it and throw it down.
A guy that can flat just get it done as the Mavericks come out in the zone.
The Lakers looking to attack it with Anthony Davis falling back and rattling it in.
7-3.
Otherwise, Dwight did a good job trying to keep him at bay. Porzingis, whoa, rainbow from way downtown.
He's a nice high fly act, and he works really hard.
KCP, he hits a 3. So 5 quick ones for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
With LeBron on the bench now, I was wondering who's going to be a table setter, so nobody set the table, but Caldwell-Pope is knocking down shots, as is Porzingis.
Yeah, Porzingis has another 3. So with good ball security, they've got a 2-point lead. Davis wants to go baseline. He got Porzingis in the air, count it! And 1, AD. This afternoon, disagree. AD once again forcing his way in. Tap once, taken by Davis. He's underneath, count it again. Yes! And 1! Dallas brought it right back. Now it's been back and forth with 7 lead changes. Look at AD Sky to get that pass from LeBron.
To begin with, but it just looks like he can go up an extra length.
Again, the rim protection forces Doncic to go inside out, and it results in a three. He's going to try to score, and he can't. Lakers defense in transition. Now it's LeBron. LeBron down the middle he goes. Pulls his way in to score. But it goes the other way with
a short clock.
With three, with two. The lob at the buzzer! Actually with .6. To beat the clock, a three by Porzingis. When will the Lakers get the basketball? Oh, fake by Doncic.
Remember I talked about it last game? Just a ball fake sometimes gets the defense out of position.
LeBron, and by the way, LeBron averaging the fewest free throw attempts. Uh-oh. Look at Doncic! That was an uh-oh from about the three-point line, wasn't it? With the toughest schedule, and the Mavs have the third toughest as far as records by opponent. AD in the corner on the kick out from Danny Green. Thanks for bearing with us. Doncic, who had that slam before the timeout. Finney Smith answers back with a three of his own. This last month has been interesting for the Lakers. They've been down by at least 10 points 9 times. Doncic hits a big-time three on the left wing. Perimeter again, AD having some trouble. Now it's Doncic again. Porzingis the flyby by Davis. Boy, he had the patience. He waited. Underneath, it's going to find Finney Smith as they kick it back outside. Hardaway, good pass underneath to Powell. He leads their team in dunks, and he flushes down another one. All Dallas right now. Still 3.5 to play in the third. Rolling is Powell, and he finger rolls it in. And it's a 17-0 run. You saw what happened when the Lakers had one against Washington the other night. Finally, Caruso gets him back on the board. At the other end, blocked by Davis! Number 1 in the league, denying. Now it's Rondo into the front court. All the way to Caruso, 2 in a row. Yes, sir! Caruso hits another three. And the Lakers have another opportunity. Rondo stops right at the free throw line, hands it off to AD. Back to Rajon, lays it up and in. Is back into it. Urgent defense. Doncic with AC all over him. Doncic inside. Score! Right. Good assist by Doncic. 89-77. But still, it's been a nice turnaround for the Lakers. Oh, a little step back for Doncic is pretty stuff. Huge deficit to overcome no matter what happens here in the final 18 seconds in the fourth quarter. Doncic all the way, but he bodied up on AD well. On right, look to shoot it again. Instead, it's to Curry. They'll work the perimeter. Where's the defense on Jackson? Nowhere to be found. His finger rolled no. Now the Lakers have numbers if they want. LeBron bounces Howard down the lane to score it. Good vision by LeBron. But it's the scoreboard at 101-81. It's staring everybody in the face. LeBron all the way with 2 hands. That quick first step got right around the defender. And a timeout, Dallas. Just possessions for the Lakers if they're going to keep this winning streak going. And hit 11. James bounce AD all the way to score.
And got to who?
Time to dig in on defense. 101-85. All the way, Finney Smith, DeLon Wright. He has been something else off the bench. And towing the line is LeBron. Fans will serenade him. LeBron quickly with urgency. All the way to spin it up and in. 7:89, so chances to draw closer, but they can't get it. Doncic, big time from outside, big time. Average a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double. The big O, Oscar Robertson. Go ahead and open the door for LBJ. Porzingis, now to Dudley. So it's AC, McGee, Dudley, Daniels, and Cook. So the white flag has gone up for the Lakers.
Cleaning up the defensive boards. I know this one is over, but you still got to do the fundamentals.
That little lean in. This meeting is in, what, exactly 4 weeks, Stu? Did I get that right? Here is Daniels for 3. And a good rebound over 2 Mavericks in the follow by McGee. Again, the 3-game road trip. Tuesday, Denver. Wednesday, Utah.
It's going to be a tough one too, boy.
Yeah.
Real tough.
That's tough back-to-back. Got to go to Utah.
Denver, Utah back-to-back. Day off and then go to Portland.
LeBron James turns 35 years old tomorrow. Luka Doncic, 20 years old, playing in his 100th NBA regular season game. It is crazy to think that at 29 points per game, it's the highest scoring average ever for a 20-year-old in the NBA, as Porzingis gets Dallas on the board. Here's James, who last night had a season-high 16 assists, beats JaVale McGee. About a third of James's shot attempts this year come from three-point range. He's taken more threes than he ever has in his career. Here's a long
try to extend him and make him work bringing the ball to the floor.
It's the third time these teams have played this year. Another great pass by James, and the finish by Anthony Davis. 6-2 start for the Lakers. 2.5 minutes in here at Staples. Avery Bradley for three. It's good.
Until your shot comes, do the things that you're put on the floor to do, and he's doing that defensively.
Here's Porzingis from outside. Cans a three. LeBron, great no-look pass underneath to McGee for the slam. And 21-10, their best start since 2014. They're 12-3 on the road. Doncic with a beautiful pass, and Powell can jump with the best of them. Powell didn't get the call, and then a steal by Hardaway. Green tried to foul him, couldn't, and Hardaway slams it down on the other end. Opponents had 30-point, 15 assist triple-doubles. Seth Curry on the floor, gets the floater to go, and he ties the game at 11. Dallas yet to commit a foul here in the first quarter, while the Lakers have committed 4. Here's Danny Green from outside, switching home at 3.
Having a knockdown spot-up shot is Danny Green on the floor right now.
Doncic on the board, his first points of the night after an 0-for-3 start. And here's Anthony Davis streaking down the floor, gets the slam, and LeBron James with his 9,000th career assist. 5th leading shot blocker in the league. Here's Doncic, got past one guy, and the layup is good. Doncic now with 4 points.
I've said it before, he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I mean, he's an outstanding player, and he's confident.
Been a great shooter for them all year. Very important player. I don't know that the Mavs have the depth that the Lakers do. Quarter, but his team down 4. Rondo gets to the rim. Anthony Davis with the follow throwdown with 1.6. Justin Jackson gets past Kuzma and lays it in with the left hand. Jackson, 3rd year out of North Carolina. LeBron James sets the screen for Rondo. Here's a lob to Dwight Howard with the slam.
Dwight Howard.
DeLon Wright. Nifty move by Wright, the Los Angeles native. Very capable three-point shooter at 37%. Went for the 2 and didn't get it. And look at Finney Smith climb the ladder. Here's James, just 2 points so far. Penetrates, lobs it up there for his 5th assist as Howard stuffs it. With Finney Smith on him. Backing him down. Oh, what a pass by James. Soaring for the slam is Howard. But his team leading by 9. They leave Wright wide open. And finally, on the switch, Caruso is guarding Doncic. Porzingis up top. Good on a 3. Back-to-back triples by Dallas. Porzingis, of course, didn't play last year after injuring his knee midway through 2018. Was named an All-Star that year. As Davis gets into the paint, gets the bounce. He has a team-high 9 points for the Lakers. 2 threes in the game, 8 points overall. Caruso into the paint, finds Caldwell Pope, stepping back and nailing a 3 to answer for LA. Timeout, Rick Carlisle. And Caruso driving. Finds Howard for another dunk. And the fact, again, he's playing through injury. I mean, there was talk that, hey, he's going to miss some time after the injury on Christmas Day. No, he plays a back-to-back. Here's Davis again. They cannot keep him away from the rim. You could say the same for LeBron, is that whether the Lakers make it all the way, like if they don't get to the conference finals as Finney Smith hits it, going to hold that against James and Davis when comparing them with some of the all-time great Laker players. Another great pass by James to Dwight Howard. We thought we'd be talking about a Hall of Famer in this game, LeBron James, but it's another one. Future Hall of Famer Dwight Howard that's getting a lot of conversation as Brokaw. Like, these guys are protecting the future of the NBA as Anthony Davis gets another basket from LeBron James.
Well, that's where you get everyone. You have to, be experienced, be a veteran, and play through it.
Porzingis fouls. McGee count the basket. And Doncic picked up by James. Here's Finney Smith and the 3 on target. Hard to tell if LeBron just lost it or if Finney Smith blocked it. Barea, reverse layup is good.
The ability to make plays in pick and roll action was big.
And in that 2011 run, remember, they were a problem for the Lakers. They're missing only 5 in their history prior to that. Finney Smith with 2 threes.
Good read.
Green in the paint, able to collect. Nobody came to him. And he has that soft touch to knock down the mid-range jumper. He's with Cleveland and more NFL jobs to come. Will Urban Meyer take a shot at coaching in the National Football League for the first time? Barea turns 35 years old tomorrow. 4-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP and champion. Here's James. McGee. Oh, what a play by McGee.
Got to rave about the contribution that the Lakers are getting from the center position. Between Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, they are fulfilling their role.
McGee there with the rebound. Nice pass to Bradley. How about the Lakers executing 22 assists?
Is you just appreciate it. And I'm sure Kobe will be the first to say, well done.
Here in the West, ended a 4-game skid last night in Portland. Here's McGee with a timer at 3, sweeps through the lane and knocks it down over Porzingis. 2 centers for the Lakers are 11 of 11 from the floor. Here's Barea, hit a 3 a moment ago and got another one. Here's James, only 5 points on the night for James. He'll try a 3 and hit it. Trying to keep that streak of 959 in a row double-figure scoring going. Doncic to the bucket. 14 points now for Luka. Doncic lobs for Powell. Terrific pass. And the timer down to 5. Barea trying to draw the foul on Davis. He sent Anthony Davis to the deck and got the layup. In just his 8th game of the season, called on to play in the second half with all the injuries as the 3 goes for Caldwell Pope. Wow, Porzingis from way out, about 5 feet behind the NBA three-point line.
No, there's no backing down in his game.
Great play by Caldwell Pope, picking off Doncic. Caruso running the floor and gets the layup. 8 points but 12 assists. Here's Kleba from outside. He can catch fire in a hurry. He's a 39% three-point shooter. Doncic and Porzingis on the bench to start the 4th. Porzingis with 5 fouls as Rondo scores at the rim. Caldwell Pope, and you better get out on him. So Dallas got the stop, and they get the bucket on the other end. Shooter, but really, that's just from a percentage standpoint. Doesn't take as many as Caldwell Pope does. Seth Curry, here's another guy who can heat up. Shot clock at 3. LeBron will hoist the 3 and hit it. So that streak of double figures games continues at 9-6.
Not letting them get open looks in the paint area.
Hard screen set by Kleba. Here's James, who has 12 assists and 11 points. Fires to KCP, and Caldwell Pope hits a 3. That is his 4th triple of the night. For 7 from the floor after a 24-point game last night. DeLon Wright fouled by Kuzma, puts it in and 1. Started the second half. Anthony Davis through the lane, able to hit over Porzingis. And LeBron James just 3 of 10, 11 points, lowest scoring game of the season for him. Danny Green from 3. They haven't needed James's production as a scorer tonight. Dallas to 36% shooting.
Just wants Kuzma to play within himself tonight, not try and do too much. As McGee wins the tip and James controls for the Lakers. James averaging 25 points per game as Doncic feeds Powell for the game-opening alley-oop.
More effective as a facilitator early on.
James sees a seam and lays it in. Doncic lost it. James controls it. Here comes James. Bradley, open corner pop is good. Time to operate still on the shot clock. Lakers riding a 6-game winning streak as James gives it up. Kuzma, a clean look, connects from 3.
Guys have to be able to knock down shots because when it matters most, they're going to be dared to take and make big shots.
Oh, nice finish from James inside, the strength. Although I'm sure James and Doncic will do a much better job of that. James spins and finishes.
You're going to have to send 2 guys to him.
Doncic fighting off Bradley, able to finish. Luka Doncic, so strong himself. He's 2 of 2 from deep, and another Mavericks turnover, their 4th of the quarter. James says, I'll take it myself, and hit.
Points, a little over halfway through the first quarter. I'm more impressed with the 9 points that they've given up to the Mavericks. They have imposed their will physically, defensively.
Hardaway Jr. hits a 3. We have got all-star caliber production in the combination of those 2 players. As that jumper drops for Hardaway Jr. plus the foul underneath. Howard secures it out there with Rondo, Caruso, Kuzma, and Caldwell Pope. As Rondo watches Kuzma fly in for the finish. And favorite wherever he goes. Rondo hooks a pass. Good extra feed from Kuzma. And Caldwell Pope sinks for 3.
You do need to add something, but doesn't always mean you got to get rid of a valuable piece. He's a guy that can help them when it matters most.
James, the 15-time All-Star, as Kuzma lobs it up to Howard for the flush. Doncic got denied by Howard. Marjanovic trying to clean it up, left it short. The follow, no. How about another try? That'll get it done. Kuzma tried to go for the quick 2 for 1. And now the Lakers will settle with 7 on the shoot. Kuzma off. Howard just shedded Doncic. Points, 6 rebounds for Marjanovic. James lobbing it up to Howard, who got 3 underneath. Used to, but we've certainly seen Dallas struggle with him out of the lineup. Where do they miss him most as James goes to work for another 2?
Incredible knowledge, system, and structure offensively.
James step back 3 is good. And an excellent look at it from our incredible crew here in Dallas as Doncic works the foul, banks it in, and he'll have a chance for 3.
Particularly about their defense, and he said some not so safe for work language or stuff you'd want to say in front of the family about their defense. He was not happy at all.
Dudley hits the 3.
Good guess.
Doncic loves it up, and Powell puts it down, plus the foul.
For a year and a half was parading that Luka was the guy, and it wasn't even close that they needed.
He does things like that. Here's James around the Dudley screen. James puts it in, plus the foul. James motoring in, kicking out. Caldwell Pope, short. Kuzma the putback. And that is an area where they struggle a bit. 20th in the league in offensive turnover percentage. Curry bangs in a 3.
It's a big 5-minute stretch for the Dallas Mavericks. If they're going to have a chance, it's got to be take advantage during this run.
DeLon Wright doing just that. A chance for 3 for DeLon Wright. Hardaway Jr. looking to create. Good D from Caruso. The tip is good.
And it's tough to call, but I know you're going to force me to make a decision.
As Green hits a big 3 for the Lakers to end the 9-0 run. Wright lobbing it up. Good hands by McGee to deflect what could have been an alley-oop. Bradley bodies it up and in over Powell. 16-point Laker lead. Hardaway Jr. good look and a hit from 3. Certain teams that ended up passing on Luka Doncic.
That sounds good.
As McGee fires it down after Doncic couldn't catch the lob.
If you're Atlanta Hawks, you got Trae Young, you got a future guy that's there for a long time. But there's teams that there were question marks about this guy.
He's missed 4 of his last 5, and those are big misses when you're trying to climb back into the game.
And how about what he did after missing it? He ripped his jersey coming down the floor.
9 rebounds for LeBron James. James muscles in, couldn't glide it home, but Kuzma is there for the follow.
Best way for them to claw back into this thing is possession by possession, but particularly starting in transition. They need to do a better job there. And of course, at that point, make them feel them.
Because Cleveland's a knockdown shooter, so he gives him more room. That time came off where it could be a contest.
Cleveland shooting 39% from three this season.
And at times, but they're doing a great job of just forcing the issue and staying connected to him. It's like, you're too young to remember, but Muhammad Ali did that against the great George Foreman. Wore him down physically. It doesn't become a story because you can play LeBron James at the 4 or 5 and Kuzma at the 4, and then you have size, and the only guy they worry about is Boban would be the problem.
21 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Doncic, the floater is good. James, the spin and the finish, the force and the finesse.
But you see the difference. Luka with no big on the floor. I'm looking to turn the corner.
That's exactly what he does, and a chance for three.
I mean, the help is LeBron James, and he can do it.
James looking to isolate on Finney Smith. James turns the corner and lays it in. That's just too easy for LeBron James. Doncic with a seam, another tough finish. Hardaway Jr. kicks. Corner three, no. Hardaway Jr. the putback, yes. Has escaped him. Hardaway Jr., he got it. Dudley posting Seth Curry. Center of the lane. Dudley floats it in. Brunson jitters, kicks. Jackson hits from 3. 5 to shoot. Brunson looking for help. Nice cut from Curry and the finish. Well, the Lakers 26-0 this year when leading after 3, and that will help.
He's requesting the timeout from David while the ball's being inbounded in the front court. So by the time David blew his whistle,
here's James. James, step back jumper, silky smooth. Here's James. The crossover and the reverse leg. LeBron James on autopilot. Hardaway Jr. faces the contact and puts it in plus the foul. Has made his presence felt since the minutes late in the third. He got great tip by Caldwell Pope and the finish. 7th straight victory. Rondo from the elbow, short.
Is it on his turn? Knocks down the mid-range.
Think about getting Doncic and James out soon if you're the Mavs and Lakers, respectively. Oh, the Euro step and finish. Nicely done. Antetokounmpo to transition us, Mark. Let me ask you, when you just look at the 2 teams with the best records in the NBA right now, the Lakers and the Bucks. And that will do it. An impressive, authoritative 7th straight win for the Los Angeles Lakers.